Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Thursday, which, for those who are actually able to do so, is Friday. Well, sort of. And for those who it isn't, I am so sorry for rubbing that in. If it sounds like I am, I'm not. I'm just very glad to have made it to the end of the week without murdering anything. Although, to be honest, I think I might have gotten murdered a few times on Tuesday. Just once or 60. Thursday equals Friday, off by one. Something like that. I hope that everyone is doing okay, though. We have quite a few people out there. We've got a Frauke and a Shadow Sky. We've got Red. Hey, Red. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a few days. Hope you're doing okay. And a TGM. And a Figalicious. And a Super Cosmic. And a Sci-Fi. Bank Holidays of Myths. I'm not mything one. By the end, it was equal parts murder and kamikaze. Absolutely. I'll even Harry Carey if you tell me how. And I hope that everyone is having a good day today and has managed to, feel like they've made it to the end of the week okay. We wrapped up yesterday with... Oh, hello. Yeah, you need to die. You definitely need to die. I had to spend time yesterday after stream dealing with the fallout of people like this hanging around. Because they had managed to murder Ben-Hur. And I don't know how, but I was not impressed. There. Don't worry, I found another Ben-Hur and replaced him. Today was a day, pants full of black stains, back and hands are overcooked, still able to swap out a flat tyre, bracelet. Excellent. Being able to swap out a false tyre? Broken, failed... Oh, yeah. Well done on survival. Oh, it was Bad Omen 5. Nice. What else do we have in here? 2 buckets of lava, 3 netherite upgrades... A Nautilus shell, 9 conduit. How the heck have I got 9 conduits? I haven't even got 9 conduits on, blimmin' idiotic. Much as how I would like to. Boink. Oh, and we're starting off with a sea trunk immediately. You know, one of these days I should probably start counting the sea trunks. If only for the amount of damage that they do mentally. I used to be sane. I used to be stable. I'm not quite sure what stable I used to be, but I was one, honest. So what I'm thinking here, I was having a look at this corner. And I was having a look at the fact that I've built a rather nice ruined building. Have you been have you been injured by a sea trunk that wasn't your fault? Have you, or anyone else that you love, been involved in an accident involving a sea trunk dropping on you? You might not be able to complain, or claim any form of compensation. We will just sit here and laugh. Ha ha! Thinking it's not allowed, it just causes scope creep. I'm sorry, but scope creep is an absolute certainty in this world. There's no such thing as anything but scope creep. Welcome in, Chris, and welcome in to Glam Pixie. Hope you're both doing well. Yeah, scope creep happens. But as I said the other day, scope creep doesn't exactly creep around here. It's running a marathon. At the moment, I'm just putting in the basics here. Just because I'd like to get something started. Let's work out a shape, and then we can... A ham and cheese sandwich. Nay bad. turn it to a cheese salad sandwich and you get my dinner. You have pizza. I'm jealous. Right. Yes, I did. Okay, that's all right. How are you doing, Blast? And how is everybody else doing? I don't think I actually asked the important questions yet. Oh, I need to go shopping for food. Because that was the last of my food. Right. We're going shopping. Whee! Let's go food shopping. Wow. Even in a Minecraft world, I still have to do chores. Ah, dear. Here we find Scotsman going to Aldi, looking for some food. Unfortunately, Aldi is out of stock, so he has to go to the leather workers. Or to the butchers. Apparently you can't get through there. Hello, Fred. Hey, Winston. Thank you, Winston. Right, now we have food. Whee! Come fly with me as I have all the snacks. And you'll never know where the snacks will go, because they disappear just like that. If I went to Aldi, I'd come back with a full inventory, and most of it wouldn't be needed. No, but I might find myself with a nice inflatable kayak. Plus a couple of woodworking tools. And if I was really unlucky, some gin. Actually, that said, apparently Aldi and Lidl gin is actually supposed to be pretty dang good. Which says a lot about the information that I managed to get. And Blast is on a 270 stream streak. My word. Thank you so much for such a long streak there, Blast. Wine from Aldi is decent as well. Ooh. Haven't tried their wine. I tend to stock up from Sainsbury's in their buy 6 get 25% off offer, and usually find that lasts me somewhere between a very long time and a ridiculous amount of time. That's not the that's the one. The Douro is particularly good. Yeah. Personally, I'm a fan, more of a fan of a nice Merlot, but I'm open to interesting alternatives at times. Right, let's see what we can do with this tower. Ooh, I feel like I should get some sleep, apparently. I should get some sleep because the sun is How is the sun already setting? I've only just woken up and gone for food. Yeesh. That's how it goes sometimes. You go doing some chores and suddenly a whole day is gone. What did I come back here for? Oh, yes. Some tough bricks. And I don't think we've got much ooh. Eee, that'd be a problem, lad. That is near much tough. In fact, that is a significantly problematic amount of tough. Hey, True Purple. Is that the one? Yeah, right. Okay. We may have to take a detour. Sounds like a student. I've just woken up and the sun's going down. Yes, well. Yes, well. Yes. Yes. Very yes. So just double check what else I might be short of. Oh, I was running short on moss. And that's about it. Okay. Looks like we need to go shopping. That is a problem. Right. Under those circumstances, the first thing to do is disconnect the cam account. The cam account is not allowed to be paying attention here because we're going to use the fast return network. I would like to be able to see the network. Hello? Buildings. Why am I disconnecting the cam account? Because I'm about to use the I'm about to enable the fast return system. And the cam account disables the fast return network. Because I can do this. Excellent. Right, that's now loaded. So I can put that up there, that over here. Let's head for IKEA. Because that's a good place to start my shopping trip. So basically what I've just done is enabled an ender pearl stasis chamber with an emergency return switch. Except it's not so much an emergency return switch, it's just a really quick one. I think I just overshot IKEA. Whoopsie. Here's where I hope I have a decent supply of tough. Survey says yes. That's a good start. A few more. Oop, and let's get another half stack added to that. Excellent. So we've got the tough. That's a good... Hold on. Was there something else in here that I was short of? Nope, that one's alright. It's this one that needs moss. Do I have a decent supply of moss here? It was in this chest. Excellent, we do. Fantastic. One shopping trip to IKEA later, and we've restocked on all of our supplies. Fantastic. I'm just going to turn those into mossy stone brick. Remember to pick that up, make sure that's in my inventory. And now the reason for all of the cam account being offline, without the cam account, I can do this. And suddenly I'm back. Hello, dragon. Welcome in. One of these days, I am definitely going to have to set up more of those ender pearl stasis chambers. However, for those who are attempting to do anything with the Pokemon, we have a event Pokemon in chat. You feel like that shouldn't work? I learned of it from watching Doc M77. He learned of it from going back to old and very useful tools. Right, where's the tough? That's the tough. So the tough is in this. And that one should have the moss in it. Yes, it does. And we have a Heil Hydrate. Hello, Elkhorn. Who's an old and useful tool? I don't have a mirror here, so I'm just going to have to do this. Hello. Hey, Wolf. Welcome in. Right. And now, to go along with the Heil Hydrate, we also have a stretch to go with that. Oh, yeah, and stretch. Oh, yeah, there goes that left shoulder. All the diodes down my left shoulder. All the diodes down my left shoulder. Wow. That's a statement. Buttons are being pushed, switches flipped, dials being turned and doing the things. Look after those things. And Feg is cooking something new. Ooh. What are you cooking us, Feg? What are you cooking us? Feg's cooking us food. One of these days I will make sense. Today is not that day. Whoa. Way too... Here we find the ability to stare up the nostrils of a Scotsman. I wouldn't recommend it. Hey, Lotus, and thank you for the 10-stream streak. Ooh, we have mystery tasks today, do we? I forgot about that. Here we find people asking information. So we have a question mark of past, an event 0 of 1, which gets you a starter egg. That is a very good question. Ooh, did I hear wild mushroom and parmesan risotto? Ooh, yummy. Win 3 private battles using only past event Pokemon. Well, I ain't getting that one. Is that the one for the hearts, or is that the one for the... Oh, that probably is the one for the hearts, isn't it? Ah, dang it. I don't like doing the battles. Oh. Let me check. Crikey, they are Blast. Twitch, what have you been up to? I've been finding that Twitch has been doing some very weird things at the moment. Private battle with somebody you know. Oh, that's even worse, Frauke. Minecraft server. Right. Thank you for pointing those out. We should have... Let's see. I've updated with what I think is my usual set of family-friendly adjacent, Minecraft survival, and vanilla. Not that I'm aware of. I don't remember deleting them. And Wolf is on a 5-stream streak. Woo, thank you, Wolf. I think when we were in Impossible, I deleted the one saying family-friendly adjacent. On one week. Hey, Cryptfire. Welcome in. Hey, you didn't need to say hi to me. I'm not exactly that important. Tags updated. Fantastic. How weird. I wonder what happened to those. Twitch has been weird. I've been finding for the last few days that when I try to do an export for VODs, it's been trying to export it as public. And I don't like exporting as public. I like to Oh, hello. I like to make sure that it goes private first, so that I have time to get it right. And, you know, put the appropriate information in. And Moscow Hosco, thank you so much. We have a new Gordon coming into the ranks. Time for a recruitment. Woohoo! Let's go and sort that out for you. What I will need is a name tag, because I'm fairly sure I haven't got any over building. Put that there. I am pretty sure that Shamway is not taken, so let's get that one in. Or Shumway. Shumway? Shumway, oh, what a rainbow. No, wait, that's not it. Rockets might be useful too. Yeah, 3 of them is a bit short. Let's add a few to that. Boing, boing, boing. Gordon Shumway. No, I haven't actually. That's a new one on me. You may have to explain them. And while we were looking into the fireworks chest, I think I realised. Never hurts to harvest this lot. Oh, wow. Oh, that's Alf! Has anyone got any Alf Pogs? Goodness. I don't think I ever actually knew that name. While I watched... no, they're not taking me away. While I watched Alf, it was many, many moons ago. That's better. Right. Actually, let's just turn that straight into fireworks. It's safer to do that. You. 15, 32. Oh, come on. Right. Don't think anyone was watching it recently. I don't know. Now, one thing I'm slightly annoyed by is I got an email from Cirque du Soleil today saying that they're ending the touring of one of their shows, and it's the one I never got to see that I wanted to. So I'm a little bit annoyed at that. Yeah. Oh well. These things happen. Right, that's for Moscow Hosco. So let's find... Do we have a book? Oh, I'm out of books. Well, that's not helpful. Elkhorn is hashtag old. Well, I wasn't going to say Elkhorn, but, well, just because you and I went to school at the same time as, well, the universe was being formed, right, I need that, and that, and this. I need to page the librarians. 17th of May, I think that series starts. Or I might be getting that one wrong. However, I do know that the new series of Leverage starts today. Yes! So I'm going to have a look at Amazon Prime and watch that. Let's see. LLMA, Mad Paradigm. Okay, so I need to move. Right, so Moscow Hosco will go on this shelf. Let's put Nuska over there. Let's have a quick check of... Yep, okay. Well, it's... actually, it's Leverage Redemption, which is the second version of it. Yeah. Close enough. Oh, no. We need to work out what building to put Shumway into. Right, so we'll hold on to that book for a second, and let's go and work out which building has space. It's not going to be building 1, because that's full, if I remember rightly. Boy, does this building feel... Ooh, ah. Hello, Two Flower. Guys, let me in. I'm not sure that there's going to be room in here. Is there any space in here? Oh, there is. This feels like a very interesting building to have Shumway put into. Given that we've got Two Flower and the luggage and so many of the Bat family. Leverage felt like the A-Team reimagined. Yeah, absolutely. Mosh pit in the doorway. Yeah, I'm going to have fun getting a Gordon into here, I think. Let's have a check of building 2. Just because I can't... Hello, Soylent Smickle. Oh, no. Stairs are on this end. Hello. Ah, Nanian's in here. I think this building's probably better. Daisy Low. I've found Willikins' building. Ah, I found Willikins. Hello, Willikins. Right. This feels like a good building. Hey, Inari. Yep. As somebody who hasn't watched or doesn't watch Daredevil, I still know that it was a heck of an ending. Right. You stay here for a second, sir. Oh, hold on. I'm going to update this to say building 2 so that I know where we're going. Fantastic. I need a boat and a lead. And we have a Gorgeist in chat for those who may or be may need one. All right. You, sir, would you mind getting into the boat? Get in. Wow. The Gordons are being, well, they're being well trained today. Do you ever think it's a bit weird that the Gordons just so willingly jump into a boat for me? Because I wonder it as well. Right. You, sir. Let's get you downhill. We have enough Gordons with interesting names that I don't have to make a joke about them. Other people do that for me. Which is very, very fantastic. Ooh, yes. Before we put this Gordon into the building, which appears to have a lot of people at the door right now, we should A, name them, and B... Excuse me, would you mind coming up here? Thank you. Right. So, first we name you. Thank you. Hello, Shumway. And now, we hand them Moscow Hosco's banner. I love the fact that they do that. I really do. Oh, I still think that that's fantastic. It really is. It's one of those things that we found purely by accident, and ever since have just basically taken advantage of. Because you can't find something out like that and not use it to the best that you can use it for. Does look like a very angry fly. It's pretty fly for a Gordon fly guy. I don't know. Right. Now, we need to get you into this house. Preferably without letting anybody else out. Oop, I need to be over here. Moscow equals Nat. Hosco equals Surly. Surly, you cannot be serious. Oh, I did name you. Yeah, that's good. Welcome to the building. Let's get your armor stand set up for you. Oh, yeah, here we are. Between OCDS Dummy and Spoiler. And there we are. An armor stand in your name. Thank you so very much, Moscow. Excuse me. Some of us are trying to be nice here. Why am I not surprised it's you, Nanian? Oh, and G. Gordon Godfrey as well. That reminds me, I need to check. So, I need to click that. Excellent. And G. Gordon, yes. And somewhere down here we should find... Yep, there he is. Shumway hanging around and waving your banner. So it's very clear that they are affiliated with you. So, well, yes, thank you for hanging out and collecting all those channel points and coming up with such a fun name to add to our barracks. Let's get your paperwork back into the appropriate filing system. Some people find it very strange that I keep my keep a filing system of documentation in a Minecraft world, but hey, got to do something with it. So there we are. Your book has been immortalized into the server. So all the information about your recruitment is stored there as well. I quite like that, because it's a nice way of making sure that all the information is held. Or at least almost all of it. I think we've lost 2 bits somehow. Alf is fitting given the nose shape. I'm pretty sure that the Gordons would eat cats. Goodness. Hey, cutie. How you doing? Hello. Hey, cutie. No boop? Nope, no boop? Thank you. My records will always be off by one. May the records be ever in your favor. And the squirrel be ever in your... Gordon. I was about to say, may the squirrel be ever in, your, Yep, your acorns. Let's go with acorns. Trench coat. Yeah, that works too. 12 squirrels in a trench coat. There's a squirrel in your garden. Well, you never know. They've got to practice their infiltration skills somewhere. And now we return to the problem in question. What should we do with this tower? What shall we do with a random tower? What shall we do with a random tower? What shall we do with a random tower that we are falling into a hole next to? I'm fairly sure that there's a quote somewhere which is something along the lines of, may the odds be ever in your favor and your sanity be ever in your squirrel. Or something like that. Hello, Tor. Welcome in. Covered in floral foliage, covered in floral foliage, covered in floral foliage while we are a building. This one. Now, the interesting thing is, that actually means that most of those blocks, except maybe for that one, are unnecessary. And so could be replaced by a pile of dirt. I got a pile of dirt. I got a pile of dirt. And you'll never guess what's in it. So let's retrieve the things that do not need to be there. And then run out of dirt. Feel free to steal my dirt, Chris. I have, I have spare. You can have this lot if you want. There's just a wee tad of dirt lying around. For some reason, I seem to end large number... Steals my server. Why are you stealing my server? I mean, it's just a poor, innocent, helpless little Raspberry Pi 5 sitting in the corner. Why would anyone steal a poor little helpless innocent Pi? I mean, maybe they... Please at least wait until... Take tasty pie. Because pie is delicious. Okay. I should have seen those reasons coming, shouldn't I? Because that's too circular for Minecraft. That is one I didn't see coming. Alright. Always remember, a well-rounded diet is good for you. Unfortunately, in my case, a well-rounded diet is, well, a description of my waistline. Let's see. Donuts are well-rounded. That's true. That is is an accurate statement. Now I want a donut. I had one yesterday for at lunch. Tasty Tory. Yeah, yesterday I had a very nice cinnamon sugar covered donut as a nice treat with lunch. Donuts, profiteroles, pizza, pies. There's a lot of peas in that. Choose your No. I think that one will be a half slab when we get to it. Oh, that's nice. Well done, Scots. Come on, you can do better than that. I need to fill that pillar up. Oof, just managed that leap. Actually, let's go with one of you and then that. Yeah. There's peas, although peas would work too. Try onion rings and calamari. I think I'll avoid the calamari, thank you. But the onion rings can be very nice. And we have another event Pokemon in chat. That's another event Pokemon. Critfire will take the calamari. You can have mine. Now, interestingly, Elkhorn, I'd never heard of beignets until the film Chef. And now I really want to try one. A beignet is very much like I don't know what it is. I've seen them in New Orleans in the film Chef. They look like donuts in a way, or at least they look like they're cooked like donuts. It's a French pastry. Ah, so maybe you can get them in Paris, which is a bit easier. Vastly superior donut from New Orleans. Right. I'm beignet, and wondered if it was a happy beignet, often filled with fruit like apple. Ooh. I need some more mossy stone brick. Sweet dough covered in powdered sugar leaves your beard white and dusty. Okay, now I'm jealous of all these people who've been able to try a beignet. Deep fried choux pastry. Yeah, basically. You'd have thought it would have made it to Scotland, being as how it's deep fried. Therefore, hello, Ritsu. Welcome in. Right, let's turn you into that, and you into some more of this. What's deep fried? Basically anything in the Scottish diet, if given an option. Including deep fryers. Basically, Tor's right. Hey ho, hi ho, this is the world we know. Okay, this is starting to feel nice. I'm liking the building shape here. Let's put in one of those, a couple of these, one of those, a bit of this, a bit of that, and a bit of... Actually, we'll leave it at that. Now, what I'd like to do is make it look like there used to be a window frame here. So, let's go let's go to about here before we add back in another section. I don't suppose I'm carrying a... Hey, I am carrying a stone cutter. That's useful. So what I've decided is every so often I'm just going to drop little bits of old ruined building into this area so that it looks like the Gordons have moved in an area that actually used to have something else here before. I mean, we've done this already with the this building area around here as well. So we had an old farm here. So we've got an ancient ruined farm here. It's called littering. Yeah, no, it's called law. Slight difference, and hey, I found more dirt. I mean, we also have another slightly old ruins over here as well. This one's a little bit better by way of its upkeep. Yep. There's always going to be lore in this world. I have this habit of enjoying it. At least, I've not declared this as not a cult. Please ignore the cult of the eye. Oh, your blueberries taste strange. That's not good. Highly unfair. Deep fried beer. That sounds like something that the Scottish would try as well. It's not easy being blue. let's put you here. Which means I'm going to need to raise this side a little bit more. Here. Deep fried chocolate chip cookie dough. Oh my. Not sure. Oh, I can start playing with these. I haven't been able to do that until now. If it exists, you're sure someone's tried deep frying it. Yep, particularly in Scotland. No. But what I do want is a couple of... Let's get one of those as half slabs. And one of these as half slabs. Just so we can put a little bit more... There. Hold on. Are any of these blocks visible? No, they're not. There. I might as well save myself some materials. There. That's better. That's the thing. Sometimes it takes me a minute to realise that corner blocks are completely enclosed and therefore don't need to exist. And by having them so that they don't exist, I don't have to deal with them. I should probably sleep because it's starting to get dark. Now what I will be doing is coming back through here and doing some ripping down of some of these walls a little bit more later. But for the moment, let's just get them into place. Yes, they did, Chris. Which is always a fun conversation to have. Let's have a bit more music volume for this one. This one's too good not to have the decent volume for. Let there be a bop. And thus the bop began. Also, in case people ever get to the point where they want to know the track and they can't read it on screen, maybe they're on mobile, I've added the track command. So you can now always ask what the music track is. I decided to add that last night. Just not the murder hobo. I need some more mossy stone. Hey Hunter, welcome in and thank you for a 75 stream streak. You arrive in the middle of a bop. Oh, no, I was going to pick up some andesite. There we are. So, yes, I have added a couple of new additional commands in primarily things like that one. I've also added... oops, no. This one. To identify music by approaching Havana and actually give credit where credit is due. So, yeah, just a couple of little quality of life commands. Since I've been tinkering a bit more with the bot, and I already had the information, I decided to stick it into the ways that it could often. Firebot? No, StreamerBot. It kind of fit with the way I was thinking, and a couple of other people that I know are using it, such as Elkhorn and I'm fairly sure Minipax uses it. Funbot. No, I don't have a Funbot. If I get what the heck's Funbot? I should probably put in a couple of pieces of... no. Come on. Get the building done, and then you can start putting in the nice bits. I was going to say I could do with putting in some bits of moss to go in the middle of it. Oh! I've been having fun with StreamerBot. I've been finding that I can do things with it that make life interesting. You only have Seri, don't have to set up there yet for commands and bots. Need to figure out their trick emails. Slower than AOL flagship days. Oof. And for those who might need it, we have a Matang in chat. That reminds me, I needed to check something. One. Why do I have a 1 next to my... well, we'll get back to that later. Come on. Yeah, I need to get you not to be doing that. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, okay. My buddy finally... Oh, that sounds appropriate for the season. I finally hatched the egg that I had earlier in the week. Oh, and Wolf caught that one. Nicely done, Wolf. A wolf catching a bunny. No. No, the bunny was mine. Wolf didn't catch the bunny. You've been strangely bereft of eggs. How dare they bereft Frauke of eggs? That's just not on. Right, oh, there it is. That's, no, not you. Let's go with that. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, oh well, I guess I've got some mossy cobble stairs now. Yeah. Accidentally shift-clicked on it all. Need to trade 5 grass. Don't know how to tell what Pokemon is an event one or not. Well, the thing to do is to just look for exclamation mark T space grass for the type of grass, and just look for the ones you've got spares of. What am I looking in there? Grass, fire, or water. Any of the starter types work for the egg. Got like 7 Wurmple. Yeah, that's a good way of getting rid of 2 or 3 of those then. God, all right. Oh. And apparently the combined information of Frauke and Tor is coming into play here. Never go up against either of them where Pokemon information is at risk. Whoops. I need to... Similarly, Hunter is also really in tune with all of the information about Pokemon. We have quite a lot of people here who know their stuff. I am not one of them. Right, let's get 2 of these. And 2 of these. Guess a pure bug, which quick Google confirms. How's that looking? Oh, that's feeling quite nice. I like that. What I might do is put a little bit more upwards here just to indicate... I don't know. I quite like it as is. It's got that sort of... There's part of a building here. And I've got to put in a staircase here still, leading down into our area for the tunnels. So there's still more to come here. So, yeah, that feels like a good start. Right, let's also put in 2 of these. Whoops. There. So this is where I'm going to start bringing detail into this. Because at the moment, it's very solid. So if we take out these two... Oops. Where's that? There it is. I can swap that for two of these. Chicken! Don't you dare throw your head at me. So if I take out those two, we can swap those for two more of these. This is the nice thing, being able to just put in stone brick walls and stone walls just as a way of reducing the flatness without taking too much out. So if I take out these two, for example, and that one, I can swap those for three of these. My info stuff? Which info stuff? Sorry. My brain is possibly a little bit short on stuff. Do you mean the bot commands? Ow. Ah, the music links. Music links are easy. Just adding links. Having it so that it knows what music is playing, I already had sorted because I have Tuner plugged it. Oh, fiddle snuts. To OBS, which pulls the information from my music player and records it to a file, so that it then actually is then how it. That's how it gets up onto the top of the screen. And since it was already in a file, I told StreamerBot to read the same file. Didn't have to do it in didn't have to do two different things. I just grabbed it from one. You've got Songify. No idea how to make it active during stream. Not a clue. That one's not one I have ever played with. But there will, as you say, almost certainly be some information. Basically, I got jealous of seeing all the fun things that Elkhorn was doing, and decided I want some of that. Let's do that, and that, and that. As a result, there will probably be more fun things turning up through bot commands at a future point. Good time zones, Raven. Welcome in. How are you doing? So if I do that, and then those two... Yeah, that's better. You see, just the... Having taken the flat surfaces and just added in some of those. Now, if I could figure that one out, Tor, I think that would be ridiculous. And impressive. It would require significant amounts of detail being added. I'd have to basically teach it everything that Frauke knows, and I'm not sure that I could teach a bot everything Frauke knows. Oh, I know that feeling, Moscow. I so very much know that feeling. My backlog of... Oh, for goodness sakes. Yeah, no, I'm not going to bother with those. of things I want to do is ridiculously long. I still have more overlays and alerts I need to finish and fix. And yeah, other things like that. That's the reason why I don't think I could do it for OK. It would just be so very difficult. Right, I need to sprinkle some stone around here. So let's grab a couple of these. Definitely a couple of these. Couple of these. Actually, no, let's not go with those. Let's go with these. I don't think we have that much time, Tor. I could use the PCG, but I'd have to learn how to interpret the information from it and build it up as a local copy, because I couldn't always just rely on it. Yeah, I don't know. Don't like that bit. That bit looks wrong. This will look better once I've started putting in some coarse dirt as well. And of course, all of the extras, such as foliage. True. Right, 1, 2, 3. I feel like I should have 3, and then I should have the remains of a second window here. So let's sort out the remains of a second window. 1, 2, 3. So I need to bring this... Not with that, I don't. That's better. That feels more about it. True, yes. Something like your poker wrap command would probably be a good one to add, Elkhorn. That's another one of the ones that I am jealous of. Ooh, that's feeling better, except for 2 problems. I think I need to put this here. Like so. And then... yeah, that needs to be sorted. That's better. And let's put some coarse dirt here. Where's my bed? Speaking of Pokemon, we have a Hariyama. That's nice. I like the shape there. That's starting to feel a lot more like a good shaped wall. Ooh, I know what I could do. You and you, come here. That needs to swap for one of those. And then I need to swap those for... actually, I'm just going to use 2 of these. Like so, and like so. That's better. Right. think that needs to be taller. And Hariyama was caught by Blast, Elkhorn, Ritsu, and Glam Pixie. So a good set of catching there. Good set of people. I mean, good set. Definitely a good set of people. Hashtag rigged from Tor. Okay, I like this. This feels good now. I like the structure that we're getting. I know it's odd and probably entirely weird to have just bits of ruins dotted around, but in a world where I'm trying to make it feel like the world is old, having bits of old buildings is a way of inferring that there's older history. And I like having that inferral and just the hint that there's always been that bit more. Yeah, the life factor. I mean, I like being able to put in things like the Gordons and the Ravagers to make sure that a building has movement and life. So this is all elements of bringing more to the world. Just because I want more. There's been history. Yeah, exactly. In a world where there's been more to the world. Right, I need to figure out how to get down to here, or more to the point, I should work out how to get up from there first. So let's get some... What type of stairs do I want? What did we have going up in here? Hello, Ginger. Welcome in. Should a building have movement? Isn't that just an earthquake? Well, yes. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, actually, what did we have over at the skeleton farm? Skeleton farm. I know I put some elements in. Eventually, all buildings move down. Yes. Yeah, okay. I went for spruce here as well. Spruce it is. I do like having little bits that just sort of infer that the building is ancient. And I'm very much in love with the pale moss as a way of making a building look like it's rotten and old and held together with the foliage now. That pale moss is such a nice way of doing it. It's almost nicer than having cobwebs. Cobwebs are great. I love cobwebs, but these feel more like well, they feel more like cobwebs than cobwebs. Not that I think there'll be an upper floor on this building. Oh god, Raven thinks I'm making sense. We're all doomed. God, if I'm making sense, there's a serious problem in the universe. Cobwebs need to be varied, size and shape. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Nordic Wolf. I don't know why I said Nordic for once. I've been trying to call you Wolf because calling you Nordic feels weird. Right. Now what I'd like to do is have it... Excuse me. You appear to be the wrong way up. Am I in need of food? Yeah. It's just the person named Scotsman. Okay, you have a point there, Frauke. Smig. Right. Ooh, hey. Well, that's disturbingly useful. It lines up. I have an axe on my hotbar. Yes. Since when's that ever made sure that I actually remembered that I use things? You have my axe. Yes. Why aren't you using it then? We both know, Raven, that I have a very long history of forgetting I have a tool. That sounded almost wrong. I'm going to leave it just... I'm just going to leave that statement there. Just look at the number of times that I've dug up dirt with my hands when I've got a perfectly good fire extinguisher on my hotbar. What's the difference between a Scotsman and a dwarf? A dwarf knows where his axe is and will use it. A Scotsman forgets. And Raven apparently decided that, yes, he agreed. And that was number 350. My word. I'm going to go and stand in the corner for a minute. This corner's a nice corner. I can stand in this corner for a second. Ooh, that's too close. Oh, cosmic. Whoops. Grr. That's better. I need to do something with that too. Just be glad nothing was quoted in the ancient city. What, you mean things like, ah! And, that hurts! Or, YOLO! At some point, I really need to finish, or think about, detailing this tunnel. Because all of the detail stops about 3 feet in. Hello, Pain. Hello, Pain. Hi. Hi. Yep. Pain. Here we find Scotsman getting pain from pain. Where's my bed? Right, let's crawl into bed a bit. Honestly, I think that the misspelling is almost better, Raven. Oh, we have a dangler. There is a dangler in the building. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Hi. You don't... Oh, well. Sir. Would you mind... Right, what do you got? We've got Mini nether bricks. No. Mini loom. No. Although not bad. Dirt. No. 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 You will buy water bottles for emeralds. You will buy baked potatoes for emeralds. You'll sell me packed ice. Not bad. Small drip leaf. Oh, you mean it's not filling in the quotes in the right order now? He's selling small drip leaf. Come here. Come on here. Hey, Mad. Welcome in. Right. This guy is selling small drip leaf. I've got to buy the small drip leaf. Look, will you stop dangling yourself from your llama? That makes a change. Usually you're the one dangling the llama. Thank you, sir. And now you drag your llama off. Yay for fixed quotes. Oh, heck. Sir. I'm sorry about this. But these two are dangerous in this region. And so I have to ensure that you are... Yep, go in. In you go. There. We can't have you roaming around with a pair of dangerous llama. They will attack the Ravagers, at which point I will have to destroy you. Hey, Mad, thank you so much for the 15 stream streak. Release the Ravager. I am not releasing another Ravager. The Ravagers release themselves occasionally. Release the Ravagers. Release Wadrick. Ah, there we are. Small drip leaf. Oh, I've got small drip leaf in there as well. Am I basically going to end up with small drip leaf in every single one of my foliage shulkers? Let the Ravagers out. Who? They let themselves out. That's the problem, Ginger. You don't need to mess with Ravagers. You're neck deep in redstone noodles. Oh, and we have an event Pokemon in chat. A Baltoy, and it is an event one. It's an event toy. What was I doing? Oh, yes. One of us knows what they were doing, and I wish it was me. Ow. Alright, I need some dark oak. Let's get rid of this. Oh, and I apparently need to hydrate. Hydrate. And a stretch as well. Oh, yeah. Let's untangle myself from this chair. And up we get. And a stretch. Oh. Was wrong on that one. Thought it gained ground on Evo. Ah. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch there, Kazune. Finishing up the dirt trio side, then redoing the moss farm, feeding the mangrove farm, and adding shulker loaders. Good grief. Squeak, squeak, squeakums. Yes, the squeaky bottle of... Ooh, Mad caught Mad caught that and got a normal egg as well. Frauke, Glam Pixie, Crystal Alpaca, Nordic Wolf, Blast Jordan, and Superfast Feg all caught that. And welcome in, Crystal Alpaca. I didn't see you arrive there. Welcome in. I am being a bad host. Hold on. Are these half slabs or full blocks? Neither. They're stairs that are inverted. Well, that's not going to work. Huh. My acorn is missing. Squeak, squeak, squeaking, squeak, squeaker. You thought that was a chocolate egg? Chocolate eggs. You were lurking. A lurk is very much appreciated, as always. Thank you for joining us. I'm wondering if I should have only had a 1 block wide staircase. A 2 feels like it might be excessive, given the... I bought a new pack of mini eggs on the way home. Feg. So, I have an updated supply. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. Right, let's put that there for a second. And how many are left? All of them! Because I have a veritable stash of mini eggs. Eggs aren't sided, so none and all. Oh. Yes, but if they're left, does that make them sinister? I can't place a pillar here, can I? No, because, well, I could, but there's a... That's an interesting question. If I do that, does that get faster? Who knows? But that allows me to put a pillar in here, which is probably a... Well, I don't have enough of that. Well then. Actually, around about there, it probably feels like I would swap over to something else. Or not. Or yes. Or maybe. Actually, no, let's swap from, at that point, up to a little bit tough brick. Because I think I probably want to have... I probably want to have this as an actual stone ceiling, as it were. You know, a bit like this, and then we just put something over the top. And put in a couple bit more crack bricks and some mossy ones, and then we extend out. Where's my shovel? There it is. We just extend out sideways a little bit, and a bit of the mossy stone brick. Probably should have had those two as that. Apparently I can't pick up that. At which point I probably need to take a quick nap because it's getting dark. Thank you. I should really consider putting in some safety railings here. Otherwise, the no drama safety llama is inventory management. What's that? It's a thing that I'm not very good at. I'm very well aware of that bit. Alright. Oh, hold on. Before I get too far, let's deal with the reason why I'm holding the Dark Oak stairs and so forth, which is that those were supposed to be here. So we'll do that. Bit of... Actually, I think I've just put those in the wrong way up. Wrong way up? Wrong way round. Let's get my axe out again. I think I was going to have it so that yes. So that yes. Because yes. Everyone needs to have some yes. A little bit of yes in my stride, a little bit of maybe on my side, a little bit of what am I singing now, a little bit of what, yada dee. There is always yes. For when there is not yes, there is maybe. And when there is not maybe, there is confusion. Right. I want to put some trapdoors there. Why does this feel like it's the wrong shape? How is it that that's one away from this and this is two away from this? Well, that's one away from this and this is... Why? It's not centered again. Yeah. Will you stop bouncing up and down on that pane? Confucians say hole is even. Yes. I don't know why the hole is even when the when the corners are odd. Because I hole in on as an oboe. This seems like an error. I would love to argue with you and say it isn't, but unfortunately, I do believe you are right. Right, you... I need some of those. Don't need those. I have pondered putting a counter on that. Something tells me if I put a counter on the off by one error, I'm going to need a bigger computer. Oh, I see what the problem is. I see what's happened. This is not this. No, it's not right. This and this are probably supposed to have been here and here. But if they were, then they would then they wouldn't line up with this and this. So this... Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. I'm not going to bother fixing it. It's just too impossible to fix. There are too many multi-pronged errors. Just... Nah. Errors on errors on errors. Yeah. So what has happened is when this tunnel was when this detail was laid out onto this, and when this it didn't quite line up with the corner. And rather than moving the entirety of the back half of the tunnel back by one, so that it lined up. I just accepted a break here. And then I repeated that mistake over onto here. And I'm now curious what we have at this end. Yeah, at this end, however, it's off by 1 here. And so I've then got the same mistake on both of these corners. So really, what should have happened is I should have moved this entire corridor 1 block to the left. For obvious reasons due to my sanity, I didn't. And so we've got a... What sanity? Look, I know I have occasionally been known to move an entire building 1 block to the left just because. Sanity? Thursday? Not a chance. Why am I blaming a non-existent entity? So what you're saying is, tear it down, this is all off by 1 option would be more accurate than usual. Yeah, it would have been, Raven. It would have been. I just chose not to this time. Because I think I decided to heck with it. There's just no way on this planet that I was going to do it. You can't make me do it. I don't have to. I don't have to. You can't make me. And you're over here with your odd centers. Oh, that's the thing. A lot of my buildings are odd diameters and odd widths. What am I looking for? Oh, yes, spruce. That one. Make arches and boxes that you can symmetry up to. Yeah. I absolutely do exactly the same. Large portions of the builds in this world are all odd. Even the ones that are even are odd. Or should that be the buildings that are even are odd, because all the rest of my buildings are odd, and so there's even some of that. That made sense. You may have time to stream tomorrow afternoon, Raven. Ooh. No. Yes. Oh, I need more spruce slabs. Of course the buildings are odd. They were built by the oddest thing of all. Hi, Cyber. Just because you're accurate doesn't mean that I have to be wrong. And we have a Ghibli in chat as a Pokemon. Frauke is definitely triggering that command every time. Are you basically saying I'm going to have to actually look into setting that up, Frauke? If you turn into a thunderstorm, I will be upset at you. Just turn these into... There we are. See, that now looks a lot more like a... If you're a Frauke bot, you should play a Cast the Thunderstorm. The old man G like Google, Ibble like nibble. Oh, so it's a gibble rather than a ghibli. Oh look, the sun's setting. I can get rid of the rain. Woohoo! No, that's my shovel. Right, what I do want to do is put some of this here. But I also want to do some of these. So that this looks like a slightly old and patched wall. That's better. And same here. You're not what I wanted to put there. Hashtag rigged from the pufferfish. That's nice. That now feels like it's a corner. And hey, we could even hide something behind here in the corner. I feel like there would be a pillar here. Just to separate this off properly. I also feel like I should probably just have this covered over. Right, so that it's not like a walking or a dangerous trip hazard. So let's do that. And then we just need to put something along here as a safety rail. Might help if the puffer used a better ball. Basics have only a 30% chance. Yeesh. No, no, this one. Actually, I'm gonna go with a splash of... Yes, a splash of crimson. We haven't got a splash of crimson in this yet. And it's nice to have a little splash of something. I'm going to ignore that statement. That's a window. I don't need to go out that window. It's in the wrong direction anyway. Ow. Hey, Urban. Welcome in. Whoops. No, that's the wrong place. There's the crimson trapdoors, so we can do that, and that, and that. I like that. That feels like it's a nice, sort of sensible bit of... Yeah, I like that. Right. Let's get some foliage onto this so that it's... and sort out the land around it. And that will finish that section of building off, I think. You picked a new snake up, Urban. Snake tried to chomp you. Oh no! Is this the one that was still having trouble with the shedding, though? Because if it was that, then it would probably still... Then, yeah, that might have been a cranky snake as a result of not being able to finish shedding properly. I know you were trying to help it. Nearly got better than yes. That's what it is then, I guess. It's probably cranky and hurting because it's having trouble with the shedding. Hopefully, you'll be able to guide it through and make it happier again. We believe in you. Why does that sound like a weird set of statements? Right. Yeah, let's just do the landscaping first, and then we'll come back and sort out the... Hold on, before I do that, I like the idea of hitting this with some moss. Really? Really? I'm out of bone blocks, he says, looking at 2 stacks. Urban has been doing that shadow on a regular basis. Yeah, I know, Raven. It's a bit disturbing to the amount of complete inability to see things. Hello, Kay. Welcome in. It was stressed and then wipes herself around it, washing maiden. Poor thing. It's probably feeling stressed out and all of that. I hope it'll be okay. Oh, you're getting there then. So that's good. That's not what I wanted to put back on my hotbar. Let's do that and that. I may put in a couple of these in a minute. I feel like I should pick up these before I smeg it. They're lost. I gotta leave Mad and Urban to talk that one through. Both of them know have. Oh. What they're talking about far better than I do. Well, lovely. That didn't work. Apparently I've fallen through the floor. Apparently there's a hole in the floor. There's a hole in the floor, dear Scotsman, there's a hole in the floor and you've fallen through it, you daft weak. Oh, I forgot about the Manly Yelp version of that. Nice thing is I can start adding more variation into those messages because I've now got a slightly more unlimited counter option. Previously it was limited by the number of letters and characters that StreamerBot allowed, but that particular message is now being handled by StreamerBot, and so it's not limited by Stream Elements. Probably not, Tor. Usually a worm bath. Why does it feel like it's getting... Oh, it is. It is getting dark. That's why it feels like it's getting dark. Arrgh. There's a good reason it feels like it's getting dark. Because it is. That's not a bed. That's Podzol. Oh. Tor's just being Tor. Tor's mostly picking on me there, Urban, not you. And the Deep Fryer is the Scotsman. Go to Scotland. Going to Scotland thing. It's nothing to do with the snake, Urban. Read the context. He's not being nasty about Scaly Baby. He's talking about go to Scotland. Just make a deep fat fryer, and then you'll feel like you're in Scotland. Nay. I read it twice and double checked myself. I just wanted to get in there before you got too upset. Because I do understand being touchy and careful at the moment. But, yeah. It's all good, it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Scotsman is a maniacal man. No, wait. Just a little streaking. Just a little streaking in my stream. A little bit of 1, 2, 3, and yada da 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 yada da 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 boom. Hey Miyakula, welcome in. Bada ba bada. And for that we are happy, so. Click the thing to share, didn't share. Well, I saw the... I got the message up on my my notes. So maybe it's just hiding. It also showed up on my chat, so it might not... It might have just not shown up in your particular chat. And for those who may be interested, we have a Granbull in chat. That's a Granbull, not a Granville. Oh, Granville. Do, 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 do. Right. I feel like this building... I'm going to take advantage of how... Or take advantage of these. Oh, my. I would like to have this building have some azalea up the side of it. Make it a little bit more like it was part of a manicured lawn type area. So let's have azalea. Excellent. Granville may have opened. Frauke no longer has a lot of them because they have reset their Pokedex tour. Right. Diamond Ho, Shilk Touch. Silk touch. And yet, it's been about a week and Frauke's already at 37%. How do you get this... No kidding are you getting back at speed. It's been like a week. I should pick that up, but I'll pick it up later. Right. Actually, I'm going to probably regret putting those away because I think... Oh no, I've got 37 oak fences. Fantastic. That's what I wanted. Because I want to have this look like it's got something like a climbing listeria or something. Or wisteria, even. Basically, a nice, flowery climber I want on this. So let's start it from here. And have it climb the building here. But I also want it to go through that window. Oh, no, actually, that would probably be better as the flowering version at that point. How dare you bring common sense and maths into this tour? Ow! Logic? Logic? We don't deal with logic in this chat. Ow. That's like dealing with reality. We don't deal with reality around here. We'll have none of that. Then I can put another one here and just have it curl up this section of building. Oops. It wasn't from me, Ginger. It wasn't from me. You're never gonna find common sense from me. You should know that by now. Unless the common sense is, where's the rum? Not want you there. Thank you. Or there. Or there. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's feeling a lot better. Have I got any moss? No, I haven't. Right, let's find some moss. I'm keeping well clear of that one, Chris. I agree, but I'm still keeping well clear of that one. Alright. Moss. Cough. Politics. Yeah. No, I will make one short statement here. I disagree with it. I feel that that decision is probably wrong and wrong-minded. But equally, I'm also very well aware it's a subject and a topic that will cause flame wars and arguments. Because I don't like having politics in chat, because I know it's a conversation where a safe space is being destroyed, but I would like to keep this a safe space by not bringing the politics into here. Flame wars are for kindling only. Exactly. And thus endeth the Scotsman argument on this. No, that was better just as it was. I feel like I need something down here, though. Actually, do I? Do I really need to do anything to overcomplicate this any further? It's just a swearing parrot. Vines are a nice thought. The problem is vines have a habit of taking over because there's nothing to stop them. It absolutely is urban. As I say, though, I can understand why people are worked up about it, and I very much agree with being worked up about it, but I just, yeah. Oh, fiddle snarks. If I had an overhang somewhere, it's just low breeze. I could make an overhang. Yes, I can I can make an overhang. I've done that on the other building. So let's do that again. And the way to make an overhang is to put that in, and then do this. Now we have an overhang. I may have just gone a bit heavy with the leaves. So let's take a couple out. And yes, I know I've got both a pair of shears and a achieve something akin to the pale moss using corals on the side of blocks. Ooh. I've not really... There's like one major problem there, Tor. I don't have corals. I think we briefly found a very small coral area in this world, but it's like thousands and thousands of blocks away, and has also been outside my reset. No. Yes. Brody, welcome in. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the first time chat. Day is going well here. We're trying to work on this building that wasn't here at the beginning of stream, and apparently I'm too short. How's yours going? Happy Thursday. And if I do that, thank you for the follow. That's better. And now we snip them to keep them that long. That's better. Thank you, Raven. That was a timely reminder. And what I might do is hang a couple off of the lodestone. Not many, just a couple. Because we've got the overhang of the lodestone. Just that much. Oh, and we have a hail hydrate. Hail hydrate. And the squeaky bottle of doom is very happy there. Alright, and a stretch as well. Oh, up we get. And stretch. Somehow for some reason I actually thought I'd seen the stretch. Thank you to Footy for the hydrate and Brody for the stretch. Welcome in and thank you. Somehow I stretched before it was ordered. Oh well. Squeaky, squeaky, stretchy, squeaky. Yep. So much skull's gone. Ah, yes. Let's put some moss here. And a little bit there. No, those probably shouldn't. Force of habit. Yeah, I think that's probably it, Raven. Do I ever have a scratch break? No. I feel like I need a path coming through from here to... do I need a path? I feel like I need a path coming through to here. Because we've got that entrance down to the tunnels now. And it feels like I need to remember to eat. Wow. Itching powder. That's cruel, Ginger. Ooh, actually, we could just go this way. And come in through here. And yeah, that would make much more sense. So I just need to... Let's take out some of this and get myself some spare grass. Oh, I have coarse dirt. That's useful. I don't have any half slabs, though. We can sort those out in a minute. Oh, and we have another special Pokemon event Pokemon thingy. Wow. Some of those words were useful. Yes, Ginger is absolutely awesome, but is currently on a streaming break. And hopefully they feel themselves to be better. And when they are better, hopefully they will be back to join us with more streaming. And not before they are. Why am I getting a dictionary thrown at me again? And that's two non-squirrelish dictionaries being written. No. Why? I don't deserve those dictionaries. Whoops. I also don't deserve that puzzle being where it is. Depends on how the therapy goes. Yes, but enough about your therapist. How's your recovery going? Sorry. Ritsu caught a stone as well as a Pokemon. Mad caught the Pokemon, and so did Frauke. And hey, it's a Nanian who has arrived honking. Have you just turned into a Canadian goose or something, Nanian? I never deserve the dictionaries. It's all an absolute lie. Never deserved any of them. Where the heck's my... Ah, there it is. Moss goes in here. Right. And only Canadian around here is... Yes. Is it a beautiful day and you're a terrible goose? Duck, duck, goose. Okay, let's grab 2 of those. Another couple of those. And I had some mossy cobble in here somewhere. There it is. Ooh, let's grab some of the... Yes. And if we turn that into that... Excellent. That should help me make that path now. Ooh, that's what I forgot to do. Oh, blimey. Okay, so I've got just enough time to finish this path by the looks of it. Because somehow we have burned through stream time. Yeah, let's get these into place. Thank you, Chris. Yes, quote 200 is upon us. How did that happen? It's not fair. Why does quote 200 sneak up so quickly? You shush, Jerry. You don't get a voice in this. Scots is the opposite of a Time Lord. Yes, I have no control over time. Time sneaks up on me. Quote 200 was always here, hiding. Time plate. Oh my! Space Lord. More like a spaced out lord. Apparently those are half slabs. Uh-oh. Feg, would you mind not starting a war? Wow. Wow. Cyber. That's brutal. Cyber going in for the kill today. Oh no, don't summon an Alistair. We don't need an Alistair. Right. Good news is, I think we've actually managed to mostly finish... What came to mind was a time sink. I am definitely a time sink. Right. I'm going to hide inside this building. Oh, apparently I absolutely need this path here because I need a doorway here. Well, that's a good reason. Can I show you a time... I'd like to sell you a timeshare in a Ravager. Available now at a low price of 90,000 channel points. Right. Yes. Okay. Let's have a look at how this has turned out. I quite like this. I think I like it more from this sort of... Why am I looking at this through the... there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. And if we look at it from this side, with the castle in the background, or the Great Hall rather, yeah, that's nice. I really like that view. I need to finish this building, but I really like the way that these are adding little bits into the world. Oh, yes. That, in context with the other building in the background, or the other ruins in the background, that starts to make this area feel so much more like it's just part of something bigger. You want to see it in Moody's? I think we can manage some Moody's. Let's have a look at all of this in Moody mode. I need to go through and sort out lighting so that we can take away those torches. Oh, that's nice. I love the sort of, as you come through this path, you've got that. That's a work in progress, Cyber. I added it about I started updating my icons about 2 weeks ago. Beginning of the month. Yeah, I like the way that you find that as you come through. Because you can't see it. Oh yeah, you can't see it there because there's a dang tree in the way. Oh yeah, you can't see it from this angle at all. What about if we're up here? No. Oh, I love it. I like the fact that it's not... Oh, it's just about visible from up here. That's nice. I like the fact that this is not visible from all angles. It's just something that you have to find occasionally. That one's more obvious, but that one's bigger. But this one, it's much more hidden. Oh, I like that idea. You see, this is one of the things I like to include in this world. Stuff that you can't see all everywhere. You have to be traversing the world to see it. And as you come through, you get to find stuff hidden behind stuff and just over the hills. I've been trying to use this as a concept that I dot into the world every so often. So there will be bits that might not have been built on stream, or have been built on stream and are deliberately hidden. Think Petra. Petra is completely hidden, for example. Oh, this area has come along a long way this week, though. That's a nice idea, Tor. Drop some barrels and a couple of... Yeah, that's a nice idea. I really like that idea, Tor. Yeah, this whole area has really massively changed in a week, which is always lovely. Because it's nice to be able to sort of say, in this week, we've built all of this sort of thing. And if we pull back up to the Great Hall... Where is it? There it is. I was about to say, I can't find the Great Hall. Oh, that's nice. I like that view. It's starting to feel like it's part of the landscape now. It is. Let's see what it looks like. Probably with a rainbow if we're not if we're lucky. No? No rainbow? Boo! Wrong time of day for a rainbow, apparently. I need to finish off the forest down here. But that won't add too much to, or hide much more. But, yeah. I love, I mean, things like this little mine that I added one weekend, which is also where we get our Ravagers from, is a lovely idea. It's just another one of those little bits that is just hidden in the area. And once I bring the trees in, that's going to hide again. I just can't bring trees in until we've brought more Ravagers in because they destroy them. However, we have reached that point where I do need to wrap up and consider where we're going next. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. As always, it has been fantastic having you here. It is one of the things that makes all of this so much more fun. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now. Despite the fact that it is Good Friday, I'm going to carry on as normal. I consider it to be fun. I'm going to be here anyway. Sal! Welcome in. Let's have a quick look. We have... when did I last... No. 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 Well, that feels like a... Yeah. Sorry, Sal. I am going to send us on a raid. I am going to send us out on a raid to Canadian Dragon, who was hanging out here earlier and pushing all the buttons and doing all the things. They are on Coral Island again, which is a fun thing for us to raid out to. It's a nice, relaxing and fun environment. So, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves and don't be too much of a gremlin unless you happen to, you know, have a snack after midnight. And before we go, just at that moment, we have a event Pokemon. So throw your Pokeballs and I will catch you later. Bye-bye.